And switch direction. Let's go to the other side. And switch. Go ahead and shift to our knees now. Rotate one direction. And switch. Up and down. Let's go to our hips. And switch direction. Okay, shoulders. And switch direction. Go elbows. Switch direction. Okay, wrists. Switch direction. Okay, move to a neck. And switch direction. All right. We're gonna do
out for a tractor company. Saw the farm
walking.
the film tractor commercial.
Nice,
Fun.
cool.
So
Who's that?
waiting to.
What's that about a tractor, Sarah?
Oh, it's Sarah, huh? Okay, so we'll do 1 minute of shuffling. So same arm, leg would step. So boom, step. And then you're gonna do 10 sit-throughs and just sit-throughs, boom, right? Not all the way out. Your knees are bent and above the floor, the ground, and you're gonna open, sit through, then come back, switch, boom. So do 10 of those, 5 per side, right? All right, let's go. Okay, sit throughs. Go ahead and jog in place. All right, next one, we're gonna squat, right? And you're gonna jump side to side. You could do the other side. Let's try to stay squat when you land, right? And the other thing to think about is when you land, try not to land so hard. So soft landing. All right, and then next one is 10 spider push-ups, which is boom, you're here. You're gonna bring your knee, right, to your elbow, same side knee, elbow, and then push up, boom, and then switch, push up, boom. All right, let's go. Spider-Man push-ups. All right, next one, shuffle, right? You're gonna shuffle, boom, touch the ground, and then shuffle back, boom. And then from there, you're gonna squat, right? Same squat, knees low, bent. And from here, you're gonna jump. Actually, from here, let's jump laterally. So you're gonna jump to the side, touch your chest, go back, boom. That's 2, 3, right? Get ready, and go. Five more seconds. 2, and the hop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go ahead and take a sip of water. Oh my Okay. All right, let's do some stretching. Let's stand up. Have a Y stance, right? Y stance, forearm above, right above your knees here, and you can go shift side to side, back and forth, right, left, right. You could do circle 8 with your hips, move around. Go ahead and take your right hand, put it inside of your right knee. You're gonna push out with your palm, knees pushing in. Now right shoulder comes down towards the mat, tucking your hips forward and down. Breathe. Take another breath in. Go a little bit lower. Good, let's shift to the other side. Get in position. Make sure you're tucking your hips in, right? Your pelvic in. Take a deep breath and exhale, go down. Go ahead and take another deep breath and go down a little bit deeper. Good. All right, from here, we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and lunge to our right, right? Like I'm gonna lunge to my right. We've all done this before. And then I'm gonna turn, dip my left knee. That's 1. So we're gonna do 5 on one side and then 5 on the other. All right, let's do it together. Go to the right, dip, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shift to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. From here, let's go come down and bend your knees and come down. And I want you to kind of dip. Let's start with our right leg, right? We're gonna go ahead and you could use your hands too. You're gonna go ahead and dip the knee forward, boom. And then use your hands if you want, boom. And then we're gonna go the other side, forward, back again, boom. 10 times. That was 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Right? And then from here, let's go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and step, right? You're gonna start stepping your right leg in and your left hand. So you're gonna be in you start out with a square kind of stance. You're gonna slightly step your right knee in. The knee is gonna come to the ground like a, whatever, knee slide, right? Boom, and the hand, this opposite hand goes and reach the ground. So the opposite hand, right? So again, I'm gonna come here, step, I'm gonna go boom with my hip. And then I'm gonna square up, boom, boom, right? And then I'm gonna step a little bit and I'm gonna go boom, boom. So bring your hand to the ground. I didn't show it on the ground, that one. So since I have a limited space, I'm gonna do 2, so it looks like this here, right? I'm gonna step, I'm gonna go boom, come here, and then I'm gonna step, and I'm gonna come here. I'm gonna reposition and then go back, boom, 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 right? And then repeat again. So do 5 total, right? So going there and then shuffling back would be 1. So go ahead, let's everybody do it together. So step your right slightly forward, right? And that right knee is gonna come to the ground, left leg, arm goes sweep on the ground. And then now you're gonna pull the left leg and you're gonna sit up. Now it's a left leg, right? Left leg goes to the ground, you're gonna sweep, boom, and come back up. Square up and then shuffle back. That's one, right? Let's start with the left. Left, and then left knee goes down, right hand scoop on the ground. I pull the right leg up and I stand up. Right, knee, boom. I'm gonna go boom, boom, right? And then shuffle, that's two. Now, again, right, shuffle, come back, left, shuffle, come back. Right, shuffle, boom, left, shuffle, boom, and then back. It's three, boom, a little faster, boom. Four, five, shuffle back. Good job. From here, let's go ahead and, so give yourself a little space to come forward. So from here, why don't we just break fall, boom, break fall, boom, right? Now from here, I'm gonna go ahead and kick my leg. My head's off the ground, so I'm kind of at the small of my back here. My leg is off the ground, I'm gonna kick up into one leg is tucked under the post leg, and from here, I'm gonna come up, boom, and then I'm gonna put that knee, the post knee onto the ground, and then I'm gonna pick up the second leg, and I'm gonna come post on the ground, right? I know this is, and then the third one, if you have room, is gonna pick up, but you're not gonna bring that leg on the ground. You're gonna come forward. So I'm gonna scoot back a little bit. You're gonna come forward, and look, I'm gonna tuck the foot in, I'm gonna sit back, right? And to go, since we have a limited amount of space, I'm gonna go from my back and I'm gonna go shuffle my hip, boom, right? It's hip, shoulder, hip, shoulder, hip, shoulder. So now I'm at the opposite now. So now I repeat that. I'm gonna come up and I'm gonna go shoot, 1, 2, 3, and then I roll back and then I shuffle, boom, 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 and I do it back and forth. Does that make sense? Yeah? All right, so do 5, right? Going forward is 1, going back is 2, 3, 4, 5 times. All right. So from here, those of you, there's a version where you're basically just rolling on your back. You're gonna look back. You have to move your head out of the way, right? You're gonna go look back and roll, boom, to your feet, right? You could do that version. So again, you're gonna sit on your butt. You're gonna roll on your back. If you're going to your left shoulder, you're gonna look to your left shoulder and basically trying to bring your chin to your left shoulder. You're gonna look way back and then kick your leg, and you can use your elbows to kind of get the momentum. And then kick your leg, come right in this position. And then from in this position, right, you're gonna square your hands like this on the ground. Kick your leg back. You can walk back and do 1, 2, and then come back, sit back, and then repeat. So again, we're gonna go boom, hands, right, 1, 2. You could, right, if you're new at this, you can just come back and repeat. But the advanced people, you're gonna do this advanced move. Your arm's gonna be out to the side, boom, here. You're gonna look, right, kick, boom. Do 1, 1, 2, go back, arm, right? You looked away, you always look away from the shoulder that you extend. So you're gonna look away, you're gonna get onto your feet, boom, get onto your feet, tuck your head, and roll back in that position. I know I'm off the screen. So again, you're gonna go boom, roll. 1, 2, go back in the same way that you came from. Look, I like to have the arm extended, the other arm close to my chest to post, and then my feet, right? I'm gonna walk up, and my head is tucking under this arm. So I'm gonna tuck, 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 and roll back in that position, right? You're gonna do 10 of those. So you could do just a regular roll, boom. 1, 2, and then just sit back and do it again, or the advance. All right, go. Go ahead and do a water break when you're done. When you come back, go ahead and grab your belt. If you don't have a belt, grab a marker, like a sweater, something, scarf. All right. So get your marker on the floor. I have mine here. Great. So I don't know if you can see, but in my belt, I have the red part here, and then the other end is nothing. So the red will be my opponent right leg, right? So we've been working on this, an arm drag. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do, I guess I need to go back. So we're gonna do that, right? So you're gonna start with the marker. And from here, I want you, so those of you, let me show the video again. Share screen. I want you to think about, right, catching the arm, boom, and pulling. And with this one, look, I want you to think about really exaggerating, bending the elbow here, and then pushing, right, the wrist handle outward. Because one of the things, if you're like with an experienced person, if you are lazy with that, they may be able to hook the arm and arm drag you. So to kind of prevent that, you really want to bend that elbow here, and then bend their elbow with your right, if we're going to the right elbow, and then pushing their wrist, the right wrist back, so that they that prevents them re-dragging you, right? So I want you to think about that. So another thing is, look, you're gonna step to the side, let go, and then your left hand, so you step with your left leg, and your left hand is gonna reach to their waist, and then you come to the bottom. And the position to think about is you want your chest and your shoulders on their back, and you're tripoding your legs, right? Boom. So, and one thing I want to do is maybe have you do, so that's kind of an example here, to block and pull, right? But when we're doing this drill, I want you to do 1, 2, 3, and then the arm drag with the little details of the elbow, the wrist, and your position once you land to the back, okay? So again, you're gonna be here with the marker. You're gonna go block 1, block 2, block, and really exaggerate, right? This pulling at the elbow, above the elbow and the wrist here. And then you're gonna step to the side, right? And then follow, so step to the side with your left, follow with your right, and then you're gonna pivot. As you pivot, you're gonna let go, and your left leg and your right arm is gonna reach, boom. And then I'm gonna turn around, right? I'm gonna turn around, so you're gonna reach, boom, to the back. And so one arm goes to the belly, the other arm reinforces, your elbow is to the side, you're gonna tripod, and you're gonna get low, and put your head onto the left side of your body, because we're gonna do the technique from the left side, right? So you're leaning not so much in the center of the back, but to the side, boom, okay? So again, you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and then the fourth one, you're gonna do the arm drag, step, step, boom, right? So go ahead and do that a few times, and then we're gonna go to a new takedown today, or a couple more. Okay, let's come back. We're gonna now keep going with the takedown from the back. I'm gonna start a couple new ones if we have time. So I'm gonna show this, share the screen. So this is very simple but effective, right? Share goes kind of fast. Let me see. So basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna now bring them forward, right? So you're gonna go, you're gonna step. Look, your foot's gonna step on the same side foot so that they can't readjust and reposition them, their posture. And you are gonna lean forward diagonally like a 45 with your knee and come down, right? They can't, it's very simple but really effective. They can't readjust their posture, right? So that is pretty much the technique. So again, you're gonna go ahead and step, right? On the same side where you have your head. So your head is on the on your left side, it's gonna be your left leg stepping on the foot, and your knee will not go like 90-degree forward, but off to the side, 45, boom, right? Boom. Okay, so that's the move. I'll show it. Again, have your marker, right? I have my marker here. I'm gonna have my position, boom, I'm tripoding, my head is on this side, boom. And look, I am gonna go ahead and step. Look, my marker on my red, I'm gonna step with my left. My head is on this side, so I'm gonna step. And my knee does not go boom forward, right? My knee goes out to the side. So I'm gonna step and immobilize the foot so that they can't, if you go forward, if no one is blocking my foot, I'm gonna step forward. But if I am being, you know, if there's weight on there and I can't step forward, I will come down quick. So again, I'm here, boom. I'm gonna go step and my knee goes, right? And my shoulder and everything, right? It's, I'm here, I'm gonna come, boom, slide forward. And you'll bring them down, and then once you're down here, we did boom, right? Once you're down here, you can go ahead and come to your belly and then come up, and usually you'll come up and take the back, right? So again, super easy. It was really awesome to watch this because like a really high level at ADCC, which is like those of you that don't know, it's like an Olympic kind of level. Someone did that and was able to take a dude down who was, you know, a world champion. So boom, here, boom, you're gonna step, right? Step, and 45, boom, down, and then just come down, and then come to your knee, right? Yeah, or take the back like Sarah and Cha's doing. Boom. Yep. So give that a try. Try 5 on one side and then 5 on the other side. All right. What time is it? I have 2 minutes. Okay, so I am gonna borrow this from Karin. So we're gonna do, right, let's say that I come to an arm, like an arm dragging them in the back, right? It's a review, we've been doing this, right? We've been working on boom, where we step forward to the side, right? If there's a marker, I'm gonna show you my foot movement here. First one, I'm gonna go step to the side. I'm gonna go and I come really low, sit back, boom, and then I retract this leg and I come to my belly, right into my knee. So that one. Or I come down here, I'm gonna block, right? My leg now goes across, boom, I'm gonna block, boom, come to the side, boom. And now this one, the one that we just learned today, where boom, you're here, you're gonna step and go forward, right? And most likely right here, you're gonna probably shift to this knee and then take the back, put this hook on the back. But right now, let's just land here, right? So those are the 1, 2, 3. So the first one is step to the side, right? Boom. Second one, boom. Third one, boom, right? And then you come to your knees. So 1, 2, 3, all right? So you're gonna keep doing the arm drag. Try to boom, boom, right? One side, block the other side, and then I'm gonna call it out and you're gonna execute the takedown, all right? So let's go. Do arm drag, move around, boom, boom, arm drag, boom, take the back. Arm drag, take the back, right? 1. Good job. 1 is the squat, trap, and roll. 2 is cross body, boom, trap, and roll. Keep your arm, move around, boom, 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 arm drag. Move around, boom, 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 arm drag. 3, get in position, do a 3. And then come back up and then move around. Boom, boom, arm drag, boom. Shadow grappling. Come on, everybody. Boom, boom. 2. 2 is the leg across, boom. Come to your knee. Come back up, move around, arm drag, boom. 3 is trapping the foot, coming forward, boom. Come up, arm drag. 1, step to the side, block the leg, and Cha and Sarah, since you guys got like, you know, the advantage of having someone, try to like, both of you are kind of advanced now, move around, like really, once you get the back, shift them around, just don't be stationary. Here, and keep having them like guess the position and then go for the takedown. So 1, nice. 3, one more. 2, good job. Does anybody have any questions? So go ahead and take a little break and then Karin will take over the second half. Thank you.
Thanks, Molly. Take a minute to grab some water or whatever, get ready for kickboxing. I want to take a second to appreciate Molly's outfit.
I was going to ask where you got it. That's my question.
Yeah, excellent outfit. Been admiring it this whole time.
Yeah, where'd you get the pants? Please tell.
Are you making fun of me?
No, what? I would never. No, I love
Really?
it.
Oh, okay.
It's incredible.
You know, I read somewhere about like, hey, I think it also has to do with the tragedy that happened last night. But I read somewhere that I think that the gist of it is like, don't wait to wear that top or those shoes or for a special occasion. Do it now. So yeah,
No
typically.
more special occasions.
What?
Because there's no more special occasions.
No, it isn't. Like the makeup, the hair, whatever. Do it now. So I'm like, okay.
What happened?
What?
What happened last night? I didn't.
Oh, a friend of mine that I know, who is a father of four, was in a fatal car accident and he died last night. So
I'm so sorry. That's
yeah,
horrible.
thank you. Yeah, it's really, it's rough.
Yeah. No, that's really hard. So.
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Of yourself.
So I wore a half shirt to kind of
Right? People would have wanted that.
Yeah, I know. Right. Anyway, thank you so much.
Yeah, I had to say something about the outfit because I've been admiring it this whole time. Okay, so it looks like people are mostly ready to get started again. So let's do a little bit of stretching. Let's do this again. Let's do a quick stretch of your quads. Should always do that. So face on a wall or on a couch, you're going to post your one shin, line it up against the wall. That. The other one's going to come up. And then you're just trying to open up the front of your hip, front of your down-facing leg. Press your hips forward, tuck them under, tilt your pelvis. Try to get a good stretch through your quads. All right, switch, other side. All right, great. Let's do a hamstring. So we're gonna just, in the V position here, you're again trying to lay your chest against the, onto the floor. And so you're gonna do this in 3 stages. So 1 will be your most shallow and 3 will be your deepest. So start with first position, 1. Let's get into it. Remember to keep your legs active. Keep your knees pointing up if you can. Trying to pull yourself forward with your muscles, not just with gravity. And come to your second position. And then come to your deepest position. All right, come up slowly. Oh yeah, wait, actually, let's stay there. Let's do a little, let's do this. Let's go right to this. So I'm gonna make you do these couple weird stretches we've been doing. I think they're really good for your back. So the first one is, they're both facing on your stomach. They're both lying on your stomach. The first one is a Cobra. So this is, good angle here. This is where we're trying to rise up like something like an upward facing dog, but instead of pressing up with our arms, we're gonna actually just try to lift ourselves using our muscles. Our arms are gonna be a little bit of support. So they're just gonna be elbows bent so that you can use your arms to, kind of help support you, but you're really trying to come up with your body so that you could hold the position if you took your arms away. And so you come up segmentally. And one other thing is for this version of it, you're not trying to tilt your head back because that'll kind of give you the illusion that you're farther than you are. So you're going to try to keep your head aligned so that the arching is coming from, you know, your back, using your back muscles and abs to lift you up. If I do this, I think I'm really high up, but I'm not. So, so that's good when you're stretching your neck. But for this one, we're trying to stretch our back. So, so we're going to do my timer. We're going to do 4 of those. On the 4th one, we're going to come up and hold and lift our hands and come to a like a Superman kind of position with our legs pointed up. My thighs are off the floor as much as I can. My knees are off the floor. My feet are flexed. My legs are at kind of a 45 out. They're not bent up for this one. They're out, trying to use my hamstrings to lift them. And then I'm lifting my body. So the 5th one will, or the 4th one will let go of our arms and come up to that position. So get set. Questions? Okay. Here. All right, so get set, and when the timer goes off, it's 4 20-second rounds. The last one will be a little longer than that, and so you just come up. So get set and go. First one. So this one, these ones, you're keeping your hands on the ground, trying to lift up using your abs and back muscles, and trying to make your back kind of as round as you can. And break, come down, a few seconds rest, just 5 seconds between, and come back up. And down. Last one like this, and come up. Try to throw out the movement, kind of keep going more and more and more. And now you're gonna come up on the last one. When you come up, you'll first come up to this position, and then when I tell you to, you'll bring your thumbs to your shoulders, elbows tight, lift your legs, and we'll hold there. We're gonna hold for about a total of 30 seconds. There might be some bells that go off in the middle of that. So, so get set and go. So come up to position first, and the bell's gonna ring, and now bring your elbows, or bring your thumbs to your, what do you call these, shoulders, bring your legs up. Try to press your belly into the ground to lift you higher. There's gonna be a bell that's gonna ring, keep holding. Keep going when it rings. Keep going, 5 more seconds. All right, that's it, good. Let's do,
Hey folks.
there's Joe Biden, keeps coming on the end of this app. Won't let me close him yet, okay, there we go. All right, so it's funny, I'm not used to that. Joe Biden starts talking to me at the end of my set. Not sure what that means. So, so the, let's do the other one. Yeah, let's do the other one. It's good to do your back in both directions. So this is the one where you arch up this way. So when the timer goes off, it's gonna be the same thing, 4 rounds of 20 seconds. And it's just gonna be neck up, shoulders, shoulder blades up, mid back, lower back. I'm rounding all of this with my abs. I'm trying to make a real circle with my back. You can see it's kind of all rounded. I'm trying not to clench my butt too much, using my abs instead to push up. And if you do this right, it should kind of make your abs shake. I think it's these two things together are super good for your back. So you come up segmentally. So when the timer goes off, you don't just like push up like a regular kind of plank or anything. You just come up 1, 2, 3, 4. And then continue trying to push out all the spots to try to get to an even circle. So get set. First one, go. And go. Back of your neck, back of your shoulders, lower or mid back, lower back. Try to make everything equally round, except your head. Your head can just stay straight forward. Come down. Come back up. Try to push everything as round as you can. Find any lazy spots, push on them. Or stuck spots. Halfway, one more, next one. Not one more, two more, just that. Next one's coming. Back down, get ready for the last one. And come up. So try not to clench your butt. You're using your abs to push you up. When the bell rings, let's hold through it and go through the rest period, so just 5 extra seconds. Keep going, 5 more seconds. Good job. Oh no, Joe Biden's gonna come on again.
California
No,
homeowners,
somebody else.
you are sick of paying too much money for electric bills. And you have a mirror that looks like this in your home.
I have to listen to my average. I did 5 seconds, I guess. All right, didn't used to do that. All right, so now we're gonna stand up. We're gonna kickbox. Grab a sip of water if you need. I know it's hot and bad air. Start with this. We'll start with a jab drill. So we're gonna be just throwing continuous, well, not throwing continuous jabs actually. I'm gonna call out a number of jabs. Let's do a pyramid. So we're gonna do a pyramid up and down. So you'll know how many are coming. So it's a little different feeling when you do it that way. So we're gonna start with 1, go up to 10, then back down. So, and after every set of jabs, you're gonna end with a cross. So if I say 1, it's jab, cross. If I say 2, it's jab, jab, cross. 3, jab, 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 cross. You can, you know, you wanna step on every jab. You can step forward, you can step at angles, you can step backward. So you're just be moving the whole time. Every jab is coordinated with a step. And I'll call out the number. So, but remember that you add a cross at the end. So we'll just do a round of that. Remember to keep your weight on your back foot as you're throwing the jabs so that the cross is loaded up. So my weight is, even though I'm throwing a jab moving forward, my weight is staying on my back leg so that when I'm gonna throw the cross, this is ready. And so, and don't shortchange the cross. Let the cross, I'll hopefully give you enough time to throw the cross. So, you know, don't kind of make, the cross should feel different from the jab. It's not jab, like 3. It's not like jab, 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 cross. It's jab, 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 cross. The cross is the power punch there. So make sure it feels different. You have that foot ready to go and you're twisting your hips, bringing your shoulder forward. If you start, it'll probably happen at some point. Some of them, your cross will get lazy and it'll feel like the jab. When you catch that, fix it on the next one. Okay, so we'll do a round of that. Get set. And go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Finish up. Nice. Good. Let's do a little pivoting practice, and then we'll go into some kicking. Move this back so you can see better. So we're gonna practice a pivot to the going towards your right side. All your orthodox, I think. We're gonna practice a pivot where you're pivoting to your right side. We were practicing the other pivot a while ago, where you pivot towards your lead side. That's the sort of more natural pivot. We're gonna practice the pivot where you pivot towards your rear side. This pivot's more awkward. But actually, for fighting, or if you're fighting someone in your same stance, this is the one you might use more, because you want to move to the outside of their lead foot. So if you're fighting me and I'm here, you want to be moving this way on me. And if we're in the same stance, that means you're moving towards your own back leg. So you're going to want to be moving over here where I don't have weapons pointed except my sidekick. Not over here where all my power is. So, so if you're fighting a southpaw, then you want to be, for you guys, then you want to be moving also to the outside of their leg, but that'll be the other direction. They were like this. So you'd be moving towards their, towards your, you'd both be moving towards your front foot, trying to box each other out. So, so the way we do this is we're gonna practice it together first. So take your left foot, step it just a little tiny bit across. And when you do that, you go pigeon-toed. So it's a different kind of step out than a kick. You step out to like this. So I'm just making my stance a little bit narrower. So I'm gonna step my left foot just a little bit pigeon-toed, kind of right in front of my right foot. And I'm also gonna bring my left shoulder forward. And then I'm gonna swing around on that foot so that I'm facing off towards my left. So come back to front, let's practice that again. So you step your left foot across, and then you swing out towards your right. Again, left foot across, swing out to the right. Let's do it like 3 more times together, this way. So left foot across, swing out to the right. 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Now let's do this. Let's do one time, we're just gonna do it in a circle. So we're gonna do 4 rotations and come back to the front. So each time you'll be facing a new kind of quadrant. So, so start facing forward or wherever you wanna face. And 1, step pivot. 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, and of course this kind of footwork is good for grappling and all kinds of things too. So let's now we're gonna do the same thing, but when you land, you're gonna throw, first let's throw a hook. So when you land, you're gonna be loaded up for your lead side hook or lead side uppercut. So I'm gonna come, let's see, I'm gonna trim it this way so I end up where you can see me. So I'm doing this southpaw. Is it too, I do it a lot better southpaw, and when I'm mirroring you in front, it's the same, but if anyone wants me to show it orthodox as well, I can. So I'm gonna step across, I'm gonna come here. And notice that when I pivoted now, I didn't just sort of pivot into a squared position. I really put weight on my left foot so that I can throw a hook. So I stepped across, out, hook, hook, step, pivot, hook. So let's try that. Let's try it in a circle. So start facing front. So now same exact thing, except when you come into your land from your pivot, you're landing loaded up on your front leg, and then finishing with a hook. So let's do, so we'll do a couple circles of that. So 1, step, pivot, hook. 2, 3, and 4. Let's do one more like that. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Nice. So now, last thing like this, and then we'll put it into some longer rounds. Let's do, we'll do the same thing, but I want you to finish with, let's do this. First time, you're gonna, let's just make it a set number. Every time, the first time around we do this, every time you land, I want you to throw 4 punches. So, so I'm gonna step, they're gonna start with your left. So I'm gonna go step, pivot, hook, cross, hook, uppercut. Doesn't matter, I can decide. I could go hook, hook, cross. I need to start with a hook. It's not gonna be right to start with I need to start with my left side. That's the side that's loaded up, unless you do something, the pivot differently. But I can throw any 4 punches. So, so let's do that. So you're gonna spin around, and then you're gonna throw 4 punches, whatever combination you want. If you're not sure, you can throw, hook, cross, hook, cross. Try to mix it up a little bit, but commit to throwing 4. So start in the front, and 1, still 4 punches. 2, the lead punch, the first punch could be a hook or an uppercut, or a body shot. 3, and 4. Again, 1. Double hook at the end is a nice one. 2, 3, 4. All right, one more time around, or maybe 2. One more exercise like this. Now we're gonna throw 5 punches. So you're gonna throw 5 punches once you land your spot. Any 5 punches, starting with a lead, hook, or uppercut. So get set, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Nice. Okay, good. And drills like that are really good for, they're a good thing to put into your training, because they train you to kind of automatically throw a long combination after, using your footwork. That you don't just follow up with 2 punches, but you train yourself to just spontaneously throw 6, 7 punches. So let's grab a sip of water if you need it, and then we're gonna add kicking and stuff like that. Think about the combination, a few ideas. All right, so here's the first combination that we're gonna use that incorporates that. So we're going to start with a jab cross hook, and the hook is going to actually start to bring us into the pivot. This is really common that people throw hook, pivot, hook. So I'm using the hook to get that little bit of step across. And from there, I'm shuffling hook. So that's a really common move, that change of angles hook. And you can imagine if my opponent's here and they don't move when I do that, my second hook's gonna hit them in the front of their face. So this is a hook to the side of their face, a hook to the front of their face. So people also frequently make that at different levels as well, like a body shot and a head shot. We're just gonna do, if you wanna add that in, go ahead, but otherwise you can just do them as a hook to the head. So the beginning of this combination is, we're gonna do the same, we're gonna do 2 rounds with the same beginning that just end differently. So jab, cross, hook. When I do that hook, I'm stepping across a little bit on it. So jab, cross, hook, pivot, hook. The first one, we're just gonna throw the right roundhouse kick. Kick. So jab, cross, hook, pivot, hook, kick. Yeah. One more time. Jab, cross, hook, pivot, right, left hook, step out, right kick. So then you have to step your left foot, you know, for the roundhouse kick. I stepped my foot across on this hook, but now I need to step it back to make room for my roundhouse kick to come through. So this is like a pigeon toed. This is to get ready for the hook or a pivot. This is to throw a kick. So we'll just do 1 round where you're just doing that combination. You can try that combination over and over. You can throw anything else in the middle if you want. If you want to throw in other punches or anything in between. And I'll watch for a second. I'll show it a couple times and then I'll watch. And go. Jab, cross, hook, pivot, left hook, right kick. Jab, cross, hook, pivot, hook, kick. Nice. So after you pivot, it's a left hook. So Mollii, when you pivot, try to pivot so that you've loaded up your left shoulder so you can throw the hook again. Looks like your shoulder's not in the position to throw the left hook, which is why you're struggling with it. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Guys look good. Thanks. So now we're going to do that same opening. We're just going to add a little more to it, use a different kick. So we're going to go jab, cross, hook. I'm stepping across on my hook so I can pivot. Hook, pivot, hook, cross, and then I'm going to switch that and throw the left kick. Kick. So again, when I do this pivot, I saw once you had to put it to practice, it's tricky, but my right shoulder's forward, my left shoulder's forward. As I pivot, I'm gonna put my left shoulder back so that I can throw the hook. So I have to land from this pivot with my left shoulder back. If I come to the pivot and I land here, or I'm kind of neutral or squared up, I won't be able to throw the left hook. So I have to left shoulder forward, left shoulder back, hook. So if you have any trouble with it, it might be because you're kind of pivoting and just ending up sort of neutral. You really need that twist, twist, punch. So this combination again is jab, cross, hook, pivot, hook, cross, kick. And you could do it as switch step or you don't have to. When you've gone hook, cross, you can also just step this foot out. That would be kind of common at this point. Hook, cross, step, kick, especially if they were trying to back away from you. So you can either switch step, hook, cross, kick, or you can just step out with your right foot. Jab, hook, cross, step, kick. So either way will work. The switch step you basically do when someone is kind of near you and staying near you. You don't have room. If someone's retreating, a lot of time you just want to do that. It's not a safe thing to do when someone's right in your range, but if they're not right in your range, they're backing up, they're off balance, sometimes it's more expeditious and covers more ground. All right, so get set. It's jab, cross, hook, pivot, hook, cross, left kick. I'll do it a couple times and then I'll watch. Good. Looks good. All right, nice. Okay, let's do one last thing. So we won't do anything super crazy cardio because of the bad air. Let's do the, in the advanced class, maybe in this class a little bit too, I can't remember. Everyone here knows how to kickbox. So we've been working on Superman punch. So let's work on that. So first we're gonna throw Superman punches, then we're gonna look at a couple variations of Superman punches and, or variations off of the Superman punch, I guess you'd say, and put them into a round. So the Superman punch, again, is this. You're faking that you're throwing a push kick. You're making it, trying to make it look like you're throwing a push kick. So you bring your knee up, but you twist your shoulders back, and you're gonna throw a punch, and your leg kicks back. It can go to the ground, that's one option, like that. Especially if you wanna follow it with a push kick. People kind of go, launch right back up. But a lot of the time, you get the most power from it when your leg flies back, and that's what generates the power. So let's just do 10 of those together. So again, remember, you really want to draw your knee up. You know, eventually people do really subtle ones, but you want to, you know, the best ones or the one you really want to master is having your knee way up. So they really think it's a push kick, and hopefully go to try to catch it or something. So let's do 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so now we're going to try this variation. Sometimes people, you know, especially if they train in schools where everyone throws Superman punches, people see them coming. I mean, unless you're really awesome at not telegraphing them or you know, speak sneaky with them, people know what they look like, and they just, that's like the general defense, because it's kind of, you don't have much time to do much else. You see it, and you're like, oh shit. And so that's great. If that happens, then you go to this next thing, because look, my belly is completely open. So instead of throwing, I'm going to load up the same way. And I really have to sell that. I have to, you know, I can't just kind of not, I have to really make it look like I'm going to throw a Superman punch. So they're sure, and they go like this, and then I'm going to turn it into a push kick. So I'm like 1, 2, 1, 2. So, and you don't want to make that really distinct from your regular push kick. You want to make it, you know, have 2 stages. So they go like this, and then the push kick comes under. 1, 2. So let's try 10 of those together. So again, you set up the push kick, and then you stomp kick through. So 1. And one thing is, I saw people trying to slide, which is great. It can be hard to slide on this variation. A lot of the time you don't need to, because like, they're like that, you know, they're not really anticipating a push kick, they're anticipating a punch they're gonna block. So if you can slide, great, but if it's kind of causing trouble, you're kind of in this, you can just kind of use your hips to go through. Usually you do want to be sliding on your foot when you throw a push kick. All right, so 2, load, stomp, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, so this last round is going to be 3 combinations. The first one is jab, rear push kick, jab, push kick. The second one is jab, Superman punch, jab, Superman punch. And the third one is jab, fake the Superman punch, but throw the push kick, jab. So it's jab, push kick, jab, Superman punch, jab, push kick with a fake. So, make sense? One more time. Jab, right push kick, jab, right Superman punch, jab, fake the Superman punch, right push kick. So you're just gonna cycle those through the round. So get set, and go. Yeah, for this one, you retract the push kick. You throw the push kick. Yeah, for this one, you don't step through on the push kick. You throw the push kick and you bring it back. You throw the right kick and then you bring it back to position. You only usually want to step through when you're following it up with a second kick. So grab a spot to meditate if you're going to do meditation. My pillow wet. Looks more weird. Okay. So let's start out in your comfortable sitting position or lying position. And let's just take a few deep breaths in through our nose. You can exhale through your nose or through your mouth if you're still bringing your breathing down or still feeling hot. So you're just trying to calm down your nervous system. This is kind of a weird thing, but you could try it. Now you could go into like a regular meditation where you're just trying to keep your mind still and not get involved with any thoughts that arise. But when a thought does start to arise, you could try to see who's thinking it, like find the place it's being thought from. And that's a really interesting way to dissipate the thought rather than just letting it float by, is to kind of, as soon as you see a thought, be like, who's thinking that? And see if you could find the thinker, and it frequently, dissipates the thought in an interesting way that leaves your mind really open. So you can give that a try if you want. All right, so take 3 deep breaths in through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Open your eyes when you're ready. Then rub your hands together, trying to generate heat between your palms. And then rub back on your ears. Rub your hands together again. Now the back of your neck. Right, and then clasp your hands, turn back one direction, look over your shoulder. Other direction. First direction. Second direction. Then you could bring your legs out in front of you, come back to center. Rub your thighs. Rub your calves, shins. Rub your feet. All right, and that's it. Thank you guys. Really glad the air was at least a little better. That looks like it's getting worse again.
Thank you. And yeah, I think it usually gets worse during the day and better at night, right? So
Like last night, it was so good that like I had my windows open for the first time. Like at least where I am in Oakland, it was like the numbers were like, you know, they were below 100.
what? I was like, it's moderate. Open the windows.
Yeah. So, but because if it was going to be like really bad, I was going to even talk to Mollii about whether we should do a calm version because I knew a lot of people were concerned. But it wasn't so bad when we started. But I think it's getting worse now, huh?
A little bit. I feel, yeah. So